What's going on, fellas? We got another video here today. Now, today we're going to be talking about a lot of David Dobrik stuff. A lot of this, David stuff. So there's been a lot of stuff in the past couple of years or so. I guess a couple of years. Yeah, a couple of years. I really don't fucking remember when all this shit started. But of course, it starts off with... I don't even fucking remember what it starts with, but I think it first started with the friends saying that he was being, like, racist and made them uncomfortable, and they had, I forget the guys' names, but they had those two guys that were buddies with each other, and then they were also sort of in David's gang, and they were uncomfortable with, like, the racism and the stuff, because I think one of them was a midget, and he didn't like the uncomfortableness of, like, the midget jokes or whatever. And, I mean, if you're uncomfortable, fucking, like, leave the group. Like, I've never been to LA. Okay, I don't understand the, like, sort of scheme of, like, these YouTube famous people in LA. But I feel like, isn't everybody just, like, fame whoring off of each other? Like, isn't that what you do? Everybody's just using each other for the most part. Like, people you don't know that you sort of just meet in LA, you're just networking and fame whoring. Isn't that sort of how it goes? So, like, if there becomes a point where you're uncomfortable with this dude, like, stop fame whoring the guy. Like, you wanted to, like, get a bunch of exposure by being next to this dude in his videos. And, you know, the dude makes fun of everybody. Guy makes fun of everybody. I mean, if you don't like fucking race jokes, then you can't like fucking sexist jokes, rape jokes, midget jokes, fucking, like, you can't like any type of... I mean, in a sense, the race jokes offend you, so you can't do them because they're offensive, but I don't know if there's a joke that isn't offensive to somebody, and if there is, it's probably not a good joke, it's probably not that funny. Okay, so, I don't know. If you're uncomfortable with what he's saying and stuff, stop fame whoring the guy, leave the guy fucking alone. I mean, I don't know if these people were all actually friends. I don't know fucking David's origin story with all these guys. So, I don't know if they were actually friends and he just made them feel uncomfortable, or if they just met in LA and they were kind of friendly in LA. But, that's sort of my thing on that. Then, I think it was the Dom stuff. This shit is weird because this girl says that Dom raped her, right? Yeah, okay. This girl says that Dom raped her, that I think she was passed out drunk, and Dom raped her, and David just, like, let it happen. Or, I guess their problem was that David creates this bad environment. I mean, I don't fucking know if I don't know if you can say he creates a pretty good, goddamn good environment for the people around him. All the people around him are getting a lot of fucking money, okay? So it's a pretty good environment for the people around him, and then as far as, like, this other, I feel like that shit's on Dom. If Dom, like, rapes some girl, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna put that on David. Like, I just don't know how you can blame him for that. Like, I don't understand how he's supposed to know what's going on in a fucking separate bedroom. Now apparently he did, like, look in there, and if he looked in there and he sees, like, a passed out girl, and, like, Dom is fucking a passed out girl, then 100% that is absolutely on him, that he doesn't, like, go in there and stop something. So if that was the case, absolutely 100% on him. But if it's just, like, him, I don't know, creating an unsafe environment, like, I don't really know. I feel like anywhere where, like, you're sort of, like, partying, you could say, is creating an unsafe environment. Like, that's sort of what David does. He just sort of goes and, like parties with his friends, and they do stunts. I mean, I guess, like Jackass is creating an unsafe environment. I mean, I get they coordinate their stunts and they make them as safe as possible so people don't get hurt. But, like, that's the whole idea, is the people are getting hurt. But, I mean, these girls aren't just, like, part of it, though. They're sort of just coming in. But, again, that's just, like how's he supposed to know that Dom is a rapist? Right? If Dom rapes this fucking girl, how is David supposed to know that Dom's a fucking rapist? I mean, I guess previous behavior patterns or some shit can sort of give you a hint of it, but I mean, with some people you really just don't fucking know. Like it's like fucking Ted Bundy. No one fucking, like, you look at this dude, no one thought this guy would ever fucking do this shit. Now Dom was kind of like the scumbag of the group, so you can kind of see it happening. But like again, like it's just how fucking immoral, evil, and stupid do you have to be to like do something like this? It's just I don't know. David can't. I can't really put someone else doing something on him. Again, unless like he literally watched it happening and didn't do something. If that was the case, then that's absolutely fucking on him, not stepping in. Okay, then the last one is the Jeff Wittick stuff. Now, this obviously goes back into the unsafe work environment and shit, but like again, these people do these stunts. That's like what they do. Like literally, like I mean, not. I guess. I mean, again, they do like the partying. They do like the. He'll bring in like David Blaine, like a magician. It does all this sort of stuff. He brings other people in, creates with other creators. Like they do collabs or whatever. You know, I that's sort of like what he does. He does like the stunts and shit. And now there's a couple of ways how this whole Jeff thing could have panned out. Because we don't really know exactly what happened. So David, well, first off, it was that David wanted to do this super comeback vlog, and it was all this crazy shit. And I think it was David pressures Jeff into going on the crane, and he swings him around, and he fucking like fucks his eye up, almost kills him, right? And in that scenario, if like, again, like, if David is pressuring you, like, legitimately hardcore pressuring you, like, threatening him and shit, then I can get you putting that on him. But if he's just like, oh, Jeff, go on it. Just you say no. You're like, no, I don't want to fucking go on that thing. Like, I don't want to fucking be swung around on that thing. That is unsafe as shit. I think you just watched Corinna do it. Like you fucking say no. I mean, that's what I would do, bro. I would not fucking get on some fucking crane with David spinning me around or like any unprofessional type of thing like that. Like I wouldn't even want to fucking go like bungee jumping or skydiving, and that shit is like coordinated as fuck, bro. Like I'm not fucking doing that shit. So I mean, even that case. But I mean, you know what? He still fucking flings him up on there, and David acts sort of irresponsibly doing it. So like I get it. But you know, you have to take some responsibility for getting on that fucking thing, okay? But then, what happens is it comes out that David says that it was Jeff's idea. He saw a video of this crane shit, and he wanted to recreate it. So that like Jeff actually was the one who put the steps in to do this, okay? And if that's the case, I'd still put some fault on David for like being the one operating that and swinging him around irresponsibly. But there is absolutely fault on Jeff as like, bro, you got to take responsibility for what you did. If that was the case, okay? Because then Jeff says that he's lying, okay? So if that was the case, that like it was Jeff's idea, then I mean, how like the fact that you're like giving David all this heat is fucked up. But if it wasn't Jeff's idea, and it was like David's idea to get the crane and do this shit, and like sort of just swing motherfuckers around, then I can see putting some of the fault on him. But even in that case, you're still agreeing to fucking go up there, bro. I would never agree to go up there. But again, David shouldn't be like swinging motherfuckers around like that. So that's all I got for today. We'll see how all this shit settles. This kid's gonna be fine though. It's also funny that I think like Logan Paul said some shit when David was joking around about the Force shit, where he's like, "Oh, your time's coming, buddy," and now all this shit hits David. It's kind of funny, kind of ironic, you know. Shit comes full circle. But I mean, this kid will be fine. This kid will be so fucking fine. He's much more loved, I think, than Logan Paul was, like 100%. Everyone fucking did not like the Paul brothers, and everyone fucking loved David. So I think he'll be fine. The kid's I mean, the fucking numbers he does, it seems like he's got a fuck ton of money, but I don't know. I guess he was saying he doesn't make money from YouTube. But that's all I got. Again, this video is way too fucking long. I will see you guys later.
Our skull beats their skull.
All dropped. Double